Alright guys, so I'm going to move on to the next two fights of the Captain America section. We're coming down to the wire, really. So today I'm going to do two fights of the final fights of the Captain America section. And this fight comes from JWitchDragon, who pits Captain America against Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot. So let's talk a bit about Deadshot. For those who know, Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot, is probably the most deadliest marksman in the DC universe. Probably even more deadlier than, I would say, Deathstroke or Green Arrow. This is a guy who is a assassin for hire, and he will do anything to get the job done. Now, even though he is a Batman, more or less a Batman rogue, he has been known to take on the likes of Green Arrow, as well as several other characters throughout the DC universe. And he kind of reached anti-hero status during the events of, all of his stint with Secret Six. Now, Deadshot is not a metahuman or whatever. He is more or less trained in the art of, long-range combat. You give him a gun, you give him any gun, he's going to find a target for each of those bullets. He hardly ever misses. And when he does miss, it's few and far between. But when he's got a gun full of bullets, those bullets, are, like I said, are going to go into people one way or another. Now, of course, Deadshot has been known to carry, long-range sniper rifles, but of course, we know him best for the guns he has on his wrists. The automatic pistols that are dual pistols, or rifle. Sometimes they're automatic or semi-automatic, but yeah, those wrist guns on each of his wrists that allow him to have like a quick move against his opponents. Now, while Lawton prefers long-range combat, he's no slouch. When it comes to hand-to-hand fighting, he's actually military trained, as well as he's gotten some extra training from his good friend Catman as well. Now, he's not exactly the greatest martial artist, but when it comes to a hand-to-hand combat match, he's no slouch. He will put up a good fight, but he prefers to stay in the shadows and have a long-range fight up ahead. And like I said, this is one of the best marksmen. I should rephrase. He's one of the best marksmen in the DC universe. I've seen this guy make a shot that he took one bullet. He was stuck on an island with only one bullet, and this heavily armed helicopter was coming right at him. He takes that gun with the one bullet, bang, took out the helicopter. This heavily armored helicopter with people carrying guns on it, mind you, took it out with one bullet. That's all he needed. So let's see if he can. Let's see how well the Sentinel of Liberty, Captain America himself, could hold his own against the likes of Lawton. Now, as we all know, Captain America is not invincible. He is in no way invincible. Now he can take a lot of punishment thanks to the Super Soldier Serum, and has enhanced durability as well as stamina. This guy can't get tired. But we've seen we've seen bullets take him out in the past. So, yeah, a bullet can kill Steve, obviously. But yeah. Now, would this be a fight to the death? Like I've said before, Captain America has killed, but killing is not on his, that's not on his mind. That's not the first and foremost thing he will jump to. That is in no way what he'll jump to first and foremost. Lawton, on the other hand, is going to get the job done. He is going to find a way to kill someone. This may be a fight to the death. Now, Lawton is going to be no idiot. He's going to realize he can't take Cap in a hand-to-hand. He probably can't take Cap in a hand-to-hand fight, but in long range he may be able to excel. Sadly, though, none of the bullets he has could pierce that shield. But remember, Cap's more than just that, vibranium/adamantium shield. There's so much more to that gun. Not gun, shield. But yeah, any bullet that Lawton has is not going to penetrate that shield. But I think Lawton could figure out a way, he can make shots with bullets that are nearly impossible. Like, he could shoot like a rafter, the bullet can ricochet and strike Cap in like an arm or a vital artery without even needing to go through the shield. Like, he could take a few shots, realize, oh yeah, that shield's, I'm not going to be able to get through that shield, but it can only cover so much of his body. So he can just figure, Lawton can just think of a way to get a bullet to ricochet off something and hit him. So in a long-range fight, Cap's got to think, Cap's got to figure out a way to get in close. Because in close range, even though Lawton's a pretty damn good fighter, I'd have to give the close-range fighting to Cap. But yeah, in long range, Steve's going to have to think overtime to get in close to Lawton to, manage to at least incapacitate him. So, while this is a really tough one for me, I'm going to give this one to Captain America in a close-range fight, but he is probably going to be walking away with a lot of cuts and bruises. And probably needing an evac after being shot up a few times. But that's just me, and like I said, maybe in long range, Deadshot might take it, because he may be able to figure out a way to get past that shield and hit Cap somewhere, vital, and have him bleed out. But in a close-range fight, I would have to give it to Captain America. But that is just my opinion. That's how I see it. And I really want to know, who do you guys think would win in this fight? Captain America or Deadshot? So you guys tell me in the comments below. And once again, this fight came from JWitchDragon, so thank him for this fight. And once again, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one.